Hi there, co-wanderers. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So as you can see at the title, we're going to give you some tips when you travel. Travel tips brought to you by our very own Wanda the Wanderer. Also stay tuned at the end for the announcement of the winner of last week's React and Win contest. But before moving on, make sure to click subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when we post new videos. Okay, here we go with tip number 1. Convert your cash into US dollars. That's very important because before you leave the country, it's better to bring along with you some US currencies because it's more valuable in other countries. All right? So let's move on. Tip number 2. Mark your baggage as fragile. That's very important because if you don't want anything to happen to your luggages, definitely you have to ask, of course, the ground stewards before leaving the country to mark it as fragile because in case you have there some valuables and also some, really fragile items inside your luggages, it's important to have it marked fragile. Okay, here we go. Moving on with tip number 3, and that would be pick the right travel season, which is actually really important. Based on my experience though, whenever I go in traveling, it's much better for me to go in a country where it's not so warm but a little cold at the same time, so I can bring and be prepared as well to bring in with me some really nice jackets if it's going to be a little cold in that place that I'm gonna go to. All right, so take note of that as well. Here we go. Moving on with next tip, and that would be roll your clothes when packing, which is really important. You really want to pack everything in one luggage. You have to roll it so you'll have more space, of course, during your trip. Okay, here we go with the next tip. Book your flight in incognito. Okay, it's best to do that because it's really safe because there's a lot of phishing that's ongoing right now in the internet. It's not really secure when you book your flights, and sometimes when you book your flights, you give in, of course, your important details like your name, address, your credit card details, which can be used by hackers, of course, against you on your next travel. Of course, these, some airlines actually, they tend to go up higher their fares, their airfares. They charge more than the usual. So when you refresh the page, definitely they will know kung kailan ka ulit magbubook ng next travel mo. So it's better to use and book your flights in incognito. All right, here we go. Next tip. Bring your own water bottle, or better to help the nature, bring your own canister so you can refill it with any bottle or water whenever you're outside the country. That's what I always do every time that I go to another country because it's much cheaper on your end, because bottled waters in other countries, it's really expensive compared here in the Philippines. All right, so better take note of that and it will keep you hydrated as well. Okay, here we go. Let's move on to the next one. Download Google Maps, which is really important as well, so you will not get lost in any country that you're going to go to, and try to research. Whenever you're going to go to another country, try to research first on how the train works, their subways, the taxi fares, how much does it cost, so you won't get lost in anywhere that you're going to go to. Here we go. I think I'm down to my last 3 more tips here. Here we go. And that would be use a sunglasses case to store cables, headphones, and chargers. So it's really a nice tip actually to use sunglasses case just in case you've lost your sunglasses, it's broken already. At least the sunglasses case may use pa siya with your cables, headphones, and chargers. All right, here we go. Last 2 tips, and that would be eat local foods. That's why you went to that country, because you want to try their culture. You want to try their food. It's going to be a waste of a trip or a travel if you're not going to try, or at least try one of their local food. It's one way of experiencing, of course, on how their tradition and their local food tastes like. And of course, it's much cheaper compared to the prices of other countries. Well, in some places though, like in Singapore, you can look for some really nice local food there in hawker places. When I went there, I usually go to hawker places to eat, of course, their local food there in Singapore. Here we go. Last tip that we have here, scan your passport. Well, this is really important as well, just in case, of course, you'll get lost, you have a copy of it, you have a soft copy of it, try to email it to yourself or at least, save it on your phone, scan it, and then take a screenshot of it. If in case you're gonna lost your passport, go straight away to the Philippine Embassy in that country that you're in, a soft copy of your passport so they can actually assist you on going back home, even if you lost your passport. And we hope to help Kamini Wanda with your travel plans, so make sure to keep everything in mind. So now, time for the lucky winner of last week's React and Win contest. The lucky winner is, drumroll please, Joanna Castillo. Congratulations, you won 200 pesos worth of Macau Imperial Milk Tea gift certificate and 5 complimentary passes at the upcoming World Travel Expo this October. And that is a wrap. So again, make sure to smash that subscribe button and gently click that notification bell for updates. That's it for now. See you again till next time, Ka-Wanderers.